Alright, is this thing on? Hello? So, I am someone who loves JRPGs, and I just felt like starting a channel for the purpose of making content about them. And, for some reason, the first thing I'm in the mood to make a video about is builds in Trails games. And, I'm on Kaino Kaseki here on the fan translation patch. And I kind of wanted to talk about the end game builds that I use for Rean in this game, for starters. But because Rean is pretty easy to build in this game, and if you're trying to clear like the game's super boss, or I should say more like the game's two super bosses, there are two super boss. I consider them super bosses at the end of the garden. Um, really easily, Rean is really helpful. He's kind of overloaded in this game compared to a lot of other characters. So I'm going to first talk about the equipment that I use. So, first of all, obviously, we have his ultimate weapon, of course. The Vorpal Triple A subpart is what you want. Because one stat that you want jacked up on Rean as much as possible is speed. Because whenever he goes into United Spirit Unification, he'll he can go 2 and sometimes 3 turns in a row without needing even any speed buffs at all. Um, these are just the standard like top tier armor and boots that you get in the end game. And then the accessories we have are the Holy Spirit Bead Rosary and the King Kurikawa's Insignia. And as you can see, the King Kurikawa's Insignia is rather nuts. Um, this is almost by itself an infinite CP generation item. And then we have the Holy Spirit Be Rosary because it raises all of his stats, gives him more speed. It gives him as much speed as the highest speed bonus item in the game, which is the Planet Ring. And he just generally gets a buff, right, across the board. And they'll talk about what we did for his ornament stuff. So, Quartz is kind of weird in the Daybreak engine because you're balancing the benefits of the quartz directly versus the shard skills, right? So the thing about Rean is, as you can see, he can just be overloaded with shard skills in like a really easy way. So I managed to get Sword Breaker and Shield Breaker and Deadly Lance and Burst Gain 2. If you want to go your own way with this character, I would only tell you Burst Gain 2 is like mandatory. You have to have Burst Gain 2 on this character. Um, and I build him towards Critical Strike when possible. I don't bother adding break damage beyond the Crimson Pearl Bracelet because um, it just feels like a wasted slot. Uh, Especially because I'll go into it in a little bit, but his main method of offense in this game does so much stun damage that you don't really need the break damage. So I only take the Crimson Pearl Bracelet because the fact it gives you both damage and stun value. Um, so you want speed, so that's why I have Action 2, I have Action 3, and I have a Black Pearl Bracelet. Um, I have Bandersnatch on, both for the benefits as far as the Cephif value or the elemental values, and because his S-Craft is busted in this game, and also because it helps you get, as you can see, Gifted Star, Mystical Star, Powerful Star 2, Quick Star 2, Auto Forte, Auto Quick, and Power Charger all in the same line. And as you can see, in order to meet the requirements for all those, I have a Hit 2 here, I have an Attack 3 here, and then I have a Seal 3. Which just barely gets me the Power Charger and gets me the Gifted Start. So, talking about like rare quartz, otherwise I put on him. Florence for shard skill activation rate. This should seem rather obvious if you're familiar with the engine in this game. Daidarabachi. This decreases the speed of the character, but as you see, damage dealt is decreased by 30%. Since we're buffing the fuck out of Rean's speed anyway, this doesn't matter. you're pretty much only getting the 30% damage bonus. Um, and then, like I said, I have strike 2 and 3 for critical hit chance. We use Beowulf, just because uh, more boost gauge is always nice, and because the elemental values are really good for getting the spread of shard skills I ended up with on this. Um, Now, for here, um, I have this line set up specifically to get Auto Impassion and Auto Forte Guard. So if you don't know exactly what these skills do, because it can be kind of hard to understand, so the Guard passives, they can generate on a chance when you choose the Guard command, right? But the autos have a chance of just activating at random. And then the more S boosted you are, as you can see, at S boost level 1 or 2, these have a 100% chance of occurring. So that's obviously very good, right? Especially in Passion Guard because it raises your defense and it gives you 30 CP. So as you'll see when I do the build demonstration, I'm going to use the battle simulator. You'll see that Rean almost never runs out of CP, and not only does he almost never run out, he almost never goes below like 150. So, anyway, now as for the Hollow Cord, this is kind of the toughest one, and it's probably the most up to what you want. So I'm not sure this is, I gotta say it's pronounced Ultra Gyushin. Just for the straight critical rate and physical damage increase, but you don't have to do that if you don't want. His default quartz, Ryuki, is pretty good, and if you like using your S-Craft a lot with Rean, then obviously this is good. If you want to go in all in on an S-Craft spam build with Rean, because his stats are pretty much good enough to not need anything else from his core, then you can go Loki. Loki is the hollow core that you get from defeating Simeon and completely clearing all the missions on the 7th Garden Stratum. So you have to complete all the missions, and then you have to get a perfect clear on Simeon, which is pretty hard. But this is worth it. This makes S-Crafts do like absurd damage. Especially Rean's. Rean's got one of the strongest S-Crafts in this game anyway. And that's it. You can also go for you can go for Nagi as well. I'll just go with the Ultra ones. You can go for Nagi as well, and that way you're not taking the Gyushin defense and art defense penalty. As you can see, you just get crit rate. It gives you speed. It gives you damage. Overall, you might prefer to use this. If you're not using a character that does better with it, you can also go with Altera. You get this from a Connect event with Lapis during Rufus and Kevin's route. As you can see, this is also busted, and it kind of feeds into everything I've gone over that Rean is good with, right? So I'm gonna try to go into a battle in the simulator, and I'll show off what will happen. So I'm not even gonna try to fight that much with the rest of the party. I'm just gonna show that potentially, if things go well, Rean can almost solo the hardest fights in this game. So, for example, we're gonna do the Transcendent Ones of Darkness simulator fight. So, what this is this is a fight between where you fight Gerard and August both, and it's one of the hardest fights in the game to do in general. So we're going to do that. I had the difficulty, let me make sure. I had it set to very easy for farming purposes, but I think I turned it back up to Nightmare. Yeah, I did. So I'm going to do this fight on Nightmare difficulty, and you'll see that Rean, by himself, will pretty much carry this fight. To an absurd degree. So, as far as I'm gonna call these Brave Warriors because that's pretty much what they are. You either want Fast Code, or you want Rabbit Sword, or Noble Axe, and obviously you want Gorian Guard. This is like the most broken Brave Warrior in the game. I'm gonna go with Gorian Guard to start the fight off. Then, I don't know. I'll just do whatever with Altea here. Okay. We gotta cast Resonance Blue and Crow just to buff Rean even more. Alright. So I got full boost gauge, so I boost immediately. Enlightened Spirit Unification. And now we're gonna kill one of these two. Not totally right, but you'll see the damage for yourself. So the only move you need with Rean is this right here, Blazing Slash. This is the only move with this character you need to use. So you see the damage there. Plus it debuffed him because of all the debuff shard skills Rean has. So just do it again. And then you're going to do your S-Craft afterward. As you can see, he has not gone below 200 CP yet. Look at that damage. Like, yeah, Rean is insane in this game. Just to prove my point, I'm pretty much just going to have the other characters buff and defend, and I'm going to use Rean as my only source of damage in this fight. So, S boost again. He's still in Enlightened Spirit Unification, so... Like, yeah, this is kind of a boring way to build Rean, but this is like, this is undeniably the best way to do it. See, he's already back up to 200 CP. We go into Spirit Unification again. His S-Strat doesn't pull down yet. So, this is what you do. Do Blazing Slash twice, and if your S-Craft is up, you do it. Let's see if it's coming up. Okay, let's sit through this. But, yeah, Rean might be a god character in this game. Like, even more so than Van. The only thing that might be more overpowered in this game is Van using Render Form, obviously, because I think they intend it to be that way. Right. Yeah, let's go Guard. Guard. I'm not gonna worry about that. I guess I'll revive it just to do it. Oh yeah, we're gonna put Gorian Guard back up now. Now what I do like to do is I like to do like Rabbit Sword when we get a stun. If I get a stun this fight, then we'll do that. So I can show off how Rean just will kill them even faster. So once again, we're in Enlightened Spirit Unification, we have maximum CP, and we're in maximum S-Boost territory. And his S-Craft is up again. Now, if you're wondering, you can get this build running so fast in this game. This is not hard to get. I would say that you can get this running within like the 60% mark of the game. And then once that happens, Rean's entire route just becomes a joke in difficulty, even on Nightmare. I guess I use Crow a little bit too. I have a pretty busted Crow build in this game too. I may make a video about that if people are interested. Okay, so I have a stunned Gerard, so we're going to do Rabbit Sword when we come to Rean now. And here's Rean. So Re-S boost again. Spirit Unification. Then we're going to do double Azure Blazing Slash again. This will do insane damage, even without us having an SDLM boost, as you can see. And now, I'm going to do Rabbit Sword. Oh, you're already recovered from the stun. Well, that's fine. I'll still make my point. And his S-Craft is up already, by the way. So we're going to do it again. So, without stun, he does stun damage with Rabbit Sword up. And then we'll do the S-Craft. I miss Breaking Dawn, but this one's too sick, I have to be honest. So, I would figure Gerard's about dead, I think. He might be one craft away from being dead. That's fun. If I die, I die, because sometimes it's just how a nightmare goes. So let's look at, so Gerard's already down to 50,000 HP. So I'm just going to Zero and Capsule Rean back up. Actually, yeah. Like I said, I'm not trying to do this quite properly with like using the full party. I'm just trying to show off Rean by himself, so. Let's just go. Okay. Saves once one of these two is gone, the other one's just helpless against this build. Wow, I died in surprise. Well, either way, I show it off. But, yeah. I just wanted to show that off. If you or anyone watching this, if you're interested in seeing more of these Trails build videos, I'd actually be interested in doing them because I find character building in these games to be very interesting. Maybe if anyone wants to see it, I might actually redo this fight it with all of Class 7, and I'll make a video about the entire party build I have for Class 7. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know. If you'd like to see more content like this, especially for Trails games, let me know. Peace out.